What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. My name is Max Manley. In case you didn't catch my last video speech, I'm an aviation management student here at Central Washington University. I have a real passion for the schooling and the industry I'm gonna be working in the future. And today I'm going to be talking about two crashes that occurred involving the same aircraft and the same company. I'm sure you all out there have heard something about it, at least I hope, and if you did, I hope you heard what I'm about to tell you. It's regarding the Boeing 737 MAX. I'm going to talk about what took place, what actually took place, because when this story first dropped, there was a lot of misconception about what was going on. So, before I begin, why I chose this as my informative topic. I one day aspire to be on the NTSB, which is the National Transportation Safety Board. They're the people that are in charge of figuring out what exactly happened in a crash, and most of the time they are successful in doing so. And I just find it intriguing. I watch shows that kind of go in depth on the last couple hours of tragic flights, and not all the episodes are tragic. Some episodes, the pilots actually land the plane, and hats off to them. They're the ones that are under the pressure, and it's interesting to put yourself in the head of someone that had to go through that type of situation. No matter what the situation is, it's very stressful if you find out that your plane isn't operating correctly. So, that's why I find this. That's why I'm talking about this as my informative topic. So let's get into it. On March 2019, in the same month, two airliner passenger jets came plummeting out of the sky, both being 737 Maxes, the newly released jetliner for Boeing. And why did they plummet out of the sky? Great question. They plummeted out of the sky because Boeing would rather have companies pay for an additional safety feature that, in my opinion, should have already been installed on the plane. What they were doing was coming to these airliners and saying, hey, this additional safety sensor that is very important is going to cost this sum of dollars. Are you willing to pay that? Now, most of the airlines paid for the additional safety sensors. Two airlines did not. And what two are you guessing that they are? Ethiopian and Lion Airlines, the two airlines that had the fatal crashes. So at the end of the day, this becomes a moral issue. Boeing chose greed and money over standard safety, putting the public safety in danger, putting my safety or your safety in danger. Imagine if Delta, which is wouldn't happen because most legacy airlines spend the extra buck for stuff like this, but for an example, if Delta decided not to get the additional safety sensor, it could have been anyone on that plane. Someone we might have known, myself, who knows. And what the sensor does is the sensor is it lets the plane know if it's in a stall. And what a stall is if a plane's flying and it doesn't have enough speed, it'll drop out of the sky. So in both cases, the sensor was wasn't having the right reading and was telling the plane's computer that it was in a stall and it needed speed quickly. And what it did was put the plane in a nosedive. There's video simulations on YouTube. If you're interested, it's very scary to watch. It's not real footage, it's a virtual simulation, but it gives you an idea of what those people on the plane must have felt. And it was avoidable. This whole thing was avoidable. 346 souls could still be here if Boeing at the get-go would have just put the safety sensor in on all their planes with no additional cost. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I've been following this story since day one. I hope that you all got something out of this. I hope you learned something new. If you already heard about the Boeing 737 Maxes, I'm curious to know if this is what you heard was the cause of the crash. I hope you all have a great night, a great week, and I look forward to reading the feedback, and I appreciate you all. So, signing off.